going on, guys? We are back with MLB Hotshot Takes, episode 8. We have stuff to talk about. We're going to split this into 2 episodes. The Yankees portion will be on Sunday, episode 9. Episode 8, we're just going to talk about some various stories that include the Braves. What the fuck's going on with them? The Orioles make a terrible mistake in the 9th last night. The Mets sweep the Phillies. Phillies turn around and kick the Braves' ass. And other shit. So let's hit into it, baby. Hit my fucking intro.
Welcome to MLB Hotshot Takes! Where we have two idiots who think their opinions are the fucking bomb. We are here to make your day. Fuck these guys. Hotshot, take it
All right, let's get into this. We got some baseball to talk about. Let me pull the screen over here. I'm also going to bring up, we'll do that later, though, with the merch. Speaking of merch, check out this Wednesday, coming Wednesday, let me show you the camera, Season 5 of the Mighty Sacrooms Caps Off the Chain podcast. See you then, baby. Let's go, Caps. Sacroom's ready to come out of his cage, man. But that's not what we're here today. We're here to talk about some baseball. We got some games today. Yesterday we had some games as well. Got a couple games to talk about yesterday. We have the Orioles and Red Sox. Talk about the fucking terrible that was. The Brewers look like they're going on a cold streak. The Phillies got their fucking ass handed to them. We'll talk about the Yankees. The Cubs and the Giants and Cubs had a hell of a matchup yesterday with the kid. The Korean kid? Yeah, Korean kid walked it off for his first ever walk-off hit. But let's talk about the Orioles first. So the Orioles, let's pull it up here. We got the Orioles here. Where is it? Where's the summary? Let's see summary. Come on. Where's it at? Right here. Okay, so bottom 9th. So we had a double by Dylan Carlson's and then a fielder's choice. So Dylan Cousins was out at third. A terrible, terrible running decision as he reaches first. Dylan Carlson you don't fucking go. Especially when the ball is towards the third baseman. You don't run. You don't fucking run, dude. Why are you fucking running at that time? The Orioles, you're fucking trash, dude. That is terrible. I thought the fundamentals for the Yankees was bad, but that just shows you how bad of a season the Baltimore Orioles were having. And fuck them, dude. The Yankees needed the Orioles to win at least one of these games, and they didn't. They fucking got swept by the Red Sox. There was a reason why the Orioles are in last place this season. They're just fucking terrible. They're a bad team. And now it looks like the Red Sox, they may very well win the division. They got a series against the Yankees coming up. I believe they're also playing. Let's look into it. They're also playing. They got Pittsburgh next, Cleveland, then Arizona. They got the Yankees next month. They have so they play Toronto later in the season. So that's going to be a big matchup, that 3-game series. So we'll see. The Yankees could still catch them too, but I don't think they will. As much as Jazz Chisholm wants to talk shit. So let's look at Toronto's rest of the season. They have Milwaukee, who's cold right now. Milwaukee is struggling right now, so they should be able to win these games. They won 2 out of 3 against the Twins. They won 2 out of 3 against Miami. They lost 2 out of 3 against Pittsburgh. Where is it? Right here. So now after they have Cincinnati, they have a big series against the Yankees. The Yankees, which I'll get into Sunday, have a tough schedule, which is the reason why they had to sweep the Nationals and the reason why they're going to have to sweep the White Sox. They got a tough schedule coming up. So they have Houston, they have Baltimore, Tampa Bay, Kansas City, Boston, Tampa Bay. So not too bad of a schedule. But I want to talk about a certain team that got their asses handed to them last night. The Atlanta Braves are they just a bad team or are they just dealing with injuries? So let's talk about that. They lost 19-4, and was this more of the Phillies being pissed because they got swept by the Mets, or is this more of this the Braves are fucking trash? I I I don't know. I think the Braves just they're not fully healthy, so this season's been a complete wash for them. I think next year they will be back to what the Braves do, lose to the Phillies in the playoffs. Phillies are just there. That's why this thumbnail is gonna be the Phillies being the daddies of the Atlanta Braves. That's a good question. Is the Philadelphia Phillies the daddy, the natural daddy of the Atlanta Braves? That's a good question because the Braves haven't beaten the Phillies in the playoffs. They've been knocked to the playoffs the last 2 out of 3 years to the Phillies. They lost to San Diego last year because they limped into the playoffs. They're not making the playoffs this year, obviously. So does Atlanta blow it up, or do they just say, you know what, these last 2 years we've just been injury riddled seasons, so we'll be back next year? The Phillies, I feel like this was the Phillies looking at this game and saying, we just lost to the Mets. We're not fucking losing to the Braves. We're going to kick their ass. We're going to take this to another step and just fucking demolish them. And they did. Kyle Schwarber. If I'm Philadelphia, you got to resign Schwarber. You got to resign Schwarber. Also, I'd like to shout out, JJ's not here again this week. He won't be here for episode 9, but he will hopefully be back for episode 10. Shout out for another podcast that's starting tomorrow. We wanted to record episode 1, but we had some technical difficulties, so we're gonna re-record it tomorrow as we predict the NFL season, as we get ready for the NFL season. But shout out to that. But yeah, this was an ass whooping out of another proportion. And then the Brewers who have struggled hardly. I think they've lost every game except for one against the Diamondbacks. Yeah, they lost yesterday. They lost Wednesday. Did they get swept by the Diamondbacks? Or do they have another game today? They don't. They got swept by the Diamondbacks. Yeah, the Brewers are fucking struggling. Brewers are definitely struggling. They have a tough schedule against Toronto coming up. They might fall out. So they took one against. So yeah, they've lost. They lost. So they split with the Chicago Cubs. Actually, no, they lost. So that was a makeup game. So they played 5 games. So they lost 3 out of 5 to the Chicago Cubs. They lost 2 out of 3 against San Francisco. So they did win. So they split. They split with the Diamondbacks. Okay, so they won the first 2. So maybe they're not too bad, but they have a tough schedule coming up right now. Their last. What is their last? Their last 10 games. Milwaukee is 4-6 in their last 10. Chicago's 6-4. So Pittsburgh 7-3. Holy shit. They're not making the playoffs, but yeah, Chicago is still 6.5 games back. Milwaukee has such a big lead, but I'm more concerned for first place. Is Milwaukee going to be able to hold it? Oh, Toronto's back in first. So yeah, as you see, the Yankees and the Red Sox are both 7-3. Mariners are fucking falling off. The Houston Astros look like they're going to lock that division up. And right now, if the playoffs started today, the Seattle Mariners would be playing the Houston Astros, and we'd have Boston versus the Yankees, and it's not a good matchup for the Yankees. So like I said, we'll get into the Yankees. So we're gonna cut this a little bit short today because we're gonna split it into 24 episodes, so 12 each episode. So we're gonna cut this at 12 minutes. So we got 3 minutes left. Yeah, that is what has happened around the scores lately. I want to shout out. Yes, we haven't recorded in the last 2 weeks. A lot has happened. We kind of mentioned this yesterday on the IWC podcast. Cheryl had a situation happen with her family. She's doing good. She's not here right now. She's dealing with that situation. She'll be fine. She'll be back. She just deserves her privacy. So don't be asking questions, fan base. Just let her do her thing. She's a strong and independent woman. She will be back for Wednesday's podcast. of Caps Off the Chain podcast, and she is excited for this season for the Capitals. We are all excited here at the podcast. So me and JJ are not so excited for baseball. We're actually hoping baseball comes to an end very soon, but we still got all of September to do and October. I might live stream some of the baseball games in the playoffs. I want to still trying to figure out how to do the box thing. I'm gonna figure that out for the live stream, because the hockey I already have something set up, and football I just really don't do. I don't do the scores. I haven't done football yet. I want to do football as well. I want to live stream the Falcons games, and any of the NFC South games. I want to live stream. So the thing is, I won't be home to do that. So I don't know if I'm going to do it unless it's a later game. So we have that on the pipeline. We also have some merch. I don't know if you guys saw it last time, but we have some merch. We do have some merch for you guys. I can't log in, so hold on. Let me pull it up from this one. Let's do the merch from here. Hold on. Do the merch for you guys. I got you guys. I got you guys. Just log in and get you some merch. We do plan on adding some more merch. Let me log in for you guys here. Here we go. So we have some merch. Here's all the merch we have here. We have the 9 o'clock shirt. Like I said, Jared came up with that. The Fuck These Guys with me and JJ. The Balls of Steel. The Balls of Steel, baby. The Balls of Steel. Not Jared Bednar. The fucking Colorado. The Balls of Steel, David Bednar. Our Big Dick Weaver shirt got taken down, so we're just not going to worry about that. I'm going to do another design for that. The MLB Hotshot Take Season 1 shirts are also there. And then we have the Season 5 of the Sacrum with the channels, logos, and stuff. Then we have the Season 5 in general. Then we have the crew for the Caps Off the Chain. And then we have Season 4 logo. I know Season 4 ended, but you know what? Fuck it. You want to come in and still rep the Season 4 logo? Go right ahead. And then obviously we have the McNugget Minute stuff and then Season 5. So it's all there. We plan on adding more stuff throughout the year. We still got some stuff for the IWC to do. I want to add another thing for baseball. So I might add Who's Your Daddy when it comes to the Phillies and Braves. I want to do that design as well. So go ahead and check it out and get the promo code. Not this one, but there's a new promo code I did. I think 20% off. Get the 20% off. And yeah. Rock our shit, man. All sports podcasts. MLB Hotshot or anything else, man. Just fucking rock it, dude. So let's get back to the wrapping this up. So yeah, we have a couple games, and then we'll talk about the Yankees. The Yankees' last 10 games on Sunday. So it's already past 13 minutes, so we'll run this to 15. But it sucks not having JJ because we usually get this to 25 minutes. But I'm just trying to wrap this up to get this done because I want to get the 8th episode out. Sunday's episode might be a little bit longer. So baseball season's got one more month left. Shout out to NYU Underground. They're going to the Yankee Stadium on September 6th. You should go check it out. Shout out to Pete. He's a great guy. Shout out to Dan Rourke. Shout out to all the baseball content creators, Giraffe Mark, all of them. They're great. They're making me being a podcast easier, making my love for the game. As baseball comes down and winds down, there's other sports to look forward to this channel. We still have another month left for this season for MLB Hotshot Takes. We did start a little later. Next year we'll be starting at April. As the NFC self-trash talk ends, MLB Hotshot Takes Season 2 will begin. Check out Season 5 debuting on Wednesday. IWC will be running all year round. We have the AHL debuting, AHL Icebreakers debuting, the NLL Net Lacrosse podcast debuting as well. The Net Lacrosse might be the shortest one. It's going to run from December to June every season. So we're looking forward to this. Channel is going to be very busy in the next coming months. I'm excited. Again, check out the merch. Season 5, Sakroom's Off the Chain podcast. Season 1. I'm about Hotshot takes. Check out all the merch. And just have a fucking good time, man. And I'm gonna, you know what? That's such a good fucking intro. Let's start again, baby. To end us all off. You know where it's at, baby. Here we go. Let's go.
Welcome to MLB Hotshot Time! Where we have two idiots who think their opinions are the fucking bomb. We are here to make your day. Fuck these guys. Hotshot, take it
Anyways, that is all the time we have for today's episode. A shorter episode. Like I said, Sunday we'll have the Yankee stuff for episode 9, and then we'll be back to episode 10, I think, on Thursday. Depending if Thursday or Friday, as we get ready for our 10th episode so far. We're already at 14 episodes of IWC. We're going to be at season 1. Like I said, check out season 1 or season 5 of Sakroom, Mighty Sakroom's Caps Off the Chain podcast, debuting on Wednesday. Episode 15, IWC World Wrestling Podcast, will be debuting sometime this week. And then episode 10 for next week. But episode 9, the next 2 episodes will be the NFC South Trash Talk podcast debuting tomorrow in the afternoon. And then we have episode 9 on Sunday. So you know what we're about. We're about those hot shot takes, baby. We don't give a damn what people think, because our opinion are the fucking bomb. Anyways, that's all the time we have. We will see you guys again on Sunday. Peace!